What is up, everybody? It has been a while. The last time we talked, unless you've been watching my shorts, which I've been showing my 1 week fast, but it has been a while. I haven't talked to you guys in a minute. So I remember the last time I talked to you guys, I was talking more about like building a community. So if you do want to check that channel out, I'll put it right here, and I'll put it in the description, and I'll put one of my videos here. But this video is mainly about, like, I just want to give y'all a little update on what's going on. So, as y'all know, I finished school back in May. Yeah, the end of May. I finished school back in the end of May, submitted my paperwork, did all the things. You know what I'm saying? Sent it to the Coast Guard, did all the things, and as far as I'm concerned, everything is good to go. I haven't gotten it yet. My friend, what I should have done was let the school send it out for me, because my friend said he paid the school to send it out for him, and he got his back almost right away. Well, not right away, but he got his back relatively quick. But obviously, I was like, I didn't want to pay the extra $100 that they would for them. I mean, I was going to do that, but another guy that I know from that I met at the school, he was like, "No, just do it yourself." You know what I'm saying? It's just better to do it yourself. So I was like, okay, I'll do it myself. So I sent it on myself. I know I did everything right, because I've been called the Coast Guard. It was like, "Hey, is everything good? Like, did I submit everything right?" Yeah, as far as we're concerned, everything you sent was correct. So we're just waiting for the guy to do the processing so you can get your endorsement. And I was like, okay, cool. But it's been taking a while. So I'm probably gonna call again on Monday just to get a little update, make sure everything's good to go. But other than that, that's on that front. Honestly, I do plan on going back to work in July. But I've been talking to my dad, Well, I was already thinking I don't want to leave until I at least have the endorsement. But now I'm thinking about it. I don't want to leave really until they say I'm guaranteed to sail in a position that I went to school for. And this is the government, so it may take anywhere because they said you can't officially switch until they switch your pay grade, which, in my mind, it should be just a click of the button. You know what I'm saying? Okay, this person, employee number such and such, you know what I'm saying, switch his pay grade to such and such, and it should just be a click of a button. But for some reason they say it takes about 6 to 8 pay periods, which is equivalent, or 4 to 6 pay periods I meant, which is equivalent to goddamn almost 8 months. Nope, I don't know how to do math. 1, 2. Oh yeah, no, yeah, that's almost like 8 months. So I don't understand that. That's one thing I don't like about MSC, or working for the government in general. Well, it's really just MSC, because my friend, he works for another company, maritime company, but for the government also, and everything just kind of runs smooth for him over there. He could be lying to me. Who knows? I don't know. But he says, yeah, once you switch your position, it's a matter of like a pay period. If you do it while you're attached to a ship, it's a matter of a pay period. If you do it while you're home, your next ship, you're going to be sailing in that position. There's no waiting 6 to 8 weeks for them to officially switch you over, which is why I'm like, man, I can't wait to leave. This was the endorsement I said I wanted, that would help me be able to go to different companies. And honestly, if I'm gonna be real, I think I am. Like, I'm gonna do this next tour, make some money, because I need some money, and then come January, February, as long as the world doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody knows what's going on right now. I don't talk about politics, so I'm not gonna bring that up. But as long as the world doesn't go, next year I plan on going to another company. You know what I'm saying? Once I'm officially, obviously I already have the endorsement in hand. I have everything that I need in hand, so I'll be good. But yeah, that's the situation right now as far as like work, as far as like finding a house and all that. Oh man, we haven't found one yet. My mom's been looking. There hasn't been, like, don't get me wrong, there are houses out there, but none of them are they're not worth the price. They're overly priced. You can tell they're overly priced, and like some people are trying to sell like a 1,300 square foot house for like 250 grand, you know what I'm saying? And then it's not even like built, I don't say built up, not even fixed up. I would have to do like another 50 grand and fix up stuff like that. It's something that's just not worth it. You know what I'm saying? If I'm spending the 200 to 250 range, I'm looking for I'm looking for a duplex. Unless I have another set of goals that I want to do, which that those prices kind of I can deal with those prices, but I can't do it right now. I need to do stuff first before I get to that point. But yeah, so the house front, I'm probably just gonna have to wait. I might not be able to find one right now. But the last two, my mom was able to find one like, how do I say this? She was able to find one like last minute, right before I was going to a ship. Like literally the last two houses that I got, she was like, "Hey, I found one," and it just so happened to be like right before I was going to a ship. Now, I do have some other things that I want to do. Eventually, I do, as I told y'all before, I do want to get into retirement homes, but I think the best way for me to do that is to start small. Obviously, I mean, that makes sense, which was the plan always. But when I mean small, I mean like I might just do senior assisted living homes first. So like buy a house, which would probably be a ranch house, and then just have a couple of seniors in there. And but I don't know how hands off I could be with that. You know what I'm saying? That's not a thing I want my parents to have to deal with for me. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm pretty sure they would, but I don't want, if it's something that's like, oh yeah, this needs to be dealt with like daily, like it's its own thing, then to like I'm probably going to have to like take some real time off from sailing, and then get that taken care of to the point where I have things in place so I don't have to be there. So, but if something does happen, they just have to get in contact with like my mom or dad or something like that, and then they'll just have to pay for whatever got to be paid for. But when I say they pay for it, I mean I pay for it. They would pay with my credit card or something like that. But I would have to get it all the way set up to where it's only thing they would have to deal with is that. You know what I'm saying? So in order for me to do that, I'm gonna need to take real time off. So I need to get to a different level in life. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. If I really, really wanted to, I can technically start right now. But there's other goals that I want. As y'all know, I do want to sail on this position that I just went to school for, and I do eventually want to get my license. So that definitely would get in the way. But I feel if I can get this going, or I feel if I can get these other situations going, like if I can find another house, or if I start another business that brings like a flow of money, cash flow, then I'll be, you know what I'm saying, I feel a lot better, you know what I'm saying. So with that being said, actual work, what I plan on doing this year is I do plan on checking into the pool or the hall, whatever y'all want to call it, in July. I'll probably do it after July 4th just because I want to enjoy the holiday. And then my mom is going to be out of town, so I do plan on like, I want to see her before she comes back. And then after that, I'll go ahead and go. But she'll be back like beginning of July, so I'm not really worried about it. I know I'm maybe, you know what I'm saying, if I'm not giving her too long, after July 4th, I'm definitely gonna check in. But she should be home within that range. You know what I'm saying? But if she's not, it is what it is. I'm not really worried about it. I've been home since March, so I've seen her. But I just want to see her again. I just want to see her one more time before I leave. But it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, I do plan on leaving in July, and I'll stay on the ship until July, August, September, October, November. I'll probably put my date for November 1st, but I probably won't get home. No, I put my date for December 1st, but I probably won't get home until January. That's just how it is. It's MSC. I mean, they're saying that they're having enough people, or they're trying to get people to get off the ship on time, but I gotta see it to believe it. Don't get me wrong, I got off the ship on time this last tour. Only reason I got stuck a little bit because we went underway. But other than that, I gotta see it to believe it. I've never seen anybody get off the ship on time. That's a position any higher than an entry level position. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen anybody get off the ship on time. Like my last ship, people were like 60, almost 60, 70 days overdue. And then I know a couple of actual engineers that were like almost a whole extra 4 months overdue. So it was like, I can't sit here and be like, oh yeah, I know for a fact I'm gonna be able to get off on time. But here's the hope. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to get on the ship in July and be home at the latest January. At the very latest. It'd be nice if I get home December so I can hit the holidays, but at home. But I mean, I'm not like pressed about it. Now, don't get me wrong. If they give me a ship that's sitting in Norfolk, great. You know what I'm saying? That'd be great. But I'm not expecting that because that's just not how my life goes. You know what I'm saying? The last time I had that was a couple years ago. And don't get me wrong, that was great. But before that, it was a couple years before that. And then before that time, it was years before that. So, like, getting a ship in Norfolk is almost unheard of for me. I know some people that all their ships happen to be here for some reason, and I never get lucky like that. But not that saying I want to be sitting here the whole time. I do like going overseas, but with me not drinking anymore, life is just different. Like, I don't have a desire to be like, oh yeah, let's go out, let's go party. So I don't have a reason to be like, yeah, I want to go here to go party, this and that. Like, when I see it through a sober eyes, you know what I'm saying? When I see life through sober lenses now, it's just kind of different. Like, I can see like the fun that I had while I was in these countries was solely because I was inebriated. You know what I'm saying? If I wasn't, we would not have had any fun. You know? And yeah, maybe I can see things differently now if I'm sober. I go there, I might be like look for different things to do, but you will realize that I'm gonna have to do a lot of that solo. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody drinks. It is what it is. And this, especially in this company, almost everybody drinks. So if you're the person that doesn't, you are the odd man out. You would be a one in almost 100. You know what I'm saying? Almost every time, because there's at least 100 people. I don't know if it's every ship, but there's about 100 people and 100 odd people on the ship. You know what I'm saying? So you would be one out of 100 that doesn't. So now, don't get me wrong, there's people that don't drink all that much. And then those people that may not drink is a lot of times is the ones that are a lot older. So I'm not about to sit there and hang out with people that's like 60 years old, or 50 years old, 50, 60. Not that that's wrong, but we just won't have anything in common, you know? And I don't want to be in a situation like that anyways. Now, don't get me wrong, I have friends that know I don't drink, so we'll go out, and if I'll tell them like, hey, you can go out and drink. We can go to places like that. If I already have that in mind, like, okay, I do want to go out, I do want to have fun, so we can go to places. I just want to drink. And then so I have friends that are cool with that, you know what I'm saying? But other times I have friends that are like, man, Mike, you're a party pooper. I'm like, how am I party pooping? Like, you do whatever you want. Have fun, dude. Like, I'll even buy you some drinks. Like, I'm not the type of person, I don't need to partake in order for me to have fun. I can have fun just being there. You know what I'm saying? Having a good time. Don't get me wrong. I used to be how do I say this? I used to be the life of the party. You know what I'm saying? I used to be like, hey, Mike's lit. Let's get lit. You know what I'm saying? It used to be like that. But now I'm just kind of like, I'm chilling. Like, I don't care to do any of that. So that's why I'm like, I don't know if I really want to go to specific places, just because I know those kind of places you will party. You know what I'm saying? Or I will party. Or I'll want to party. And I'll be like, dang, last time I was here, I was like really partying. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but that's kind of like the update on what's going on with me. If anybody has any questions in regarding like anything, I'm not saying I don't want to answer maritime questions anymore, because this is what the channel's about. But I do want to grow outside of that. I'm not gonna lie. I do want to grow this channel more, you know, into something more, because I feel kind of super niche down. And I never talk about this on my channel, but I feel super niche down. And I know I could just start making different kind of content, but obviously those contents or that different kind of content won't get any views. And this is still my life. So this is something I still want to be able to talk about. because again, it is still my life. But if it's turned into something where this is all that I can talk about, anything else, my views will go down. And then this is the only thing y'all talk about when you all hit me up. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that it's bad. I'm perfectly happy answering y'all's questions. But also a lot of times y'all ask me questions that I've answered 100 times in plenty of different videos. You know what I'm saying? If y'all just were to look at specific videos, y'all's find the answer. So that does get annoying. I ain't gonna lie to you. That does get annoying because y'all will sit there and ask the same question I answered like one video ago. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, I just answered this. You know? So it's just kind of like, I don't want to have to do that all the time because you guys ask that all the time. You know, ask the same questions all the time. But anyways, that's it. I'll just give y'all an update. Everybody wish me luck. Hopefully my endorsement is correct. And when I get it, and I can sail on it sooner than what's been going on, you know. Hopefully I can sail on it sooner than what's been going on. And then hopefully I can find this next house. You know what I'm saying? Those are the two things. School has been passed, so I did that. Yeah, your boy passed class. You know what I'm saying? School's been passed. But hopefully I can sail on a position that I want to sail on. And then hopefully I can find this next house, you know. And obviously all the other goals that I have, hopefully I can achieve those within the next few years. But who knows? You know what I'm saying? With what's going on, I don't know what's about to happen. Again, I don't talk about politics. That's not my thing. But I am aware of everything. And I will never tell you which side I'm on, which side I'm not on, who I'm against, who I'm not against. You know what I'm saying? That's not my thing. I don't want to talk about that. I used to talk about that. But we're not all going to agree on everything. You know what I'm saying? So I would never want to. That's not something I want to talk about. But yeah, with everything that's going on, I just kind of, I want to be in my own bubble and be able to just do the things that I want to do, but it does affect me. So it's kind of like, it sucks in a sense that like, okay, this is probably where, in a sense like, I know where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? Like, shoot, this sucks. I know what's about to happen. I know where I'm about to be going. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm mad at myself. It took me so long to get this specific position because I could have been left this company and have nothing to do with that. I mean, I would, in a sense, on a greater scale, yeah. But on a smaller scale, I would have nothing to do with that because I wouldn't be working for the government anymore. I'd be working for some private company and I might be going somewhere else, just following the oil type deal. You know what I'm saying? So I would have something to do with it, but I wouldn't be working for that. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. I don't know how to explain it properly. But yeah, I just, like I said, I do have an opinion on it, but I won't talk about it up here. I don't like talking about politics, but seeing what's going on, it does suck in the sense that like, man, I know what's about to happen to me, you know? So yeah, but other than that, I hope everybody's having a good day. Sorry, it's been a while since I posted. I did post about the fast, me fasting, and I did cut weight, you know what I'm saying? I went from 199 to 190. I put a little back on because I ate this weekend, or I'm eating this weekend, and then I'm gonna do it again this week. So I'll probably get down in the 180s, and I'll probably be able to chill there. You know what I'm saying? The weight that I'll put back on won't be extreme because I'm not eating the way I was again. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to get back into my my regular diet, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to get back into that regular diet. So I just want to, this is kind of like a reset type thing that I do. But yeah, that's all I want to talk about. If you're still here, please hit that like button. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe. I love you guys. Thanks for chilling here with me on this update. I'll see you in the next video, whenever that is, which it shouldn't be long. I'm probably going to be posting, you know what I'm saying? But for my other channel that I will be posting a lot more, right here, you know, just go down in the link, or I might put a video right here you can click to. But yeah, I love you guys. I hope everybody's good, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Deuces.